Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of God. Father in heaven, always merciful and giver of life, we humbly ask that you bless each one of us, from the speakers, program committees, guests, and participants. Guide us to make better decisions as we incorporate what we will learn throughout this activity. Thank you for the infinite blessings and countless opportunities. Lord, today as we start our activity, may we always be grateful to learn new things. Shed the light of your wisdom and bless each one, especially our speakers, as they will share their knowledge to us. Through your mercy and grace, may peace and utmost understanding shine and dwell unto us. Almighty God, accompany each one and help us concentrate for us to gain more knowledge as we listen attentively. This we ask in your name. Amen.
Hi everyone! Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat and welcome to another learning session offered to you by Knights of Online Marketers with me as your resource speaker. And for today, we are going to cover and discuss another component of human resource management, and that is all about talent acquisition, particularly on recruitment and staffing in order for an organization to build a dynamic workforce. So, 'di ba, human capital is one of the four major capitals that you need to invest as an employer or as a business person. Yung human capital, isa yan sa apat na major capitals na dapat nag-a-allocate ka ng budget, nagpro-provide ka ng training, and of course, yung human capital mo, always remember to hire the right people for your business. Do not just hire the best people, no? Kasi magkaiba kasi 'yon. Magkaiba kasi yung tinatawag nating the best people or the best person for the position and the right person for the position. Di ba magkaiba yon? Hindi kasi lahat ng best sila yung right people for the position. Kasi pag sinabi kasi nating best, sila yung mga, like for example, mataas ang mga academic achievements. So like for example, ano sila, nag-graduate sila ng college as a summa cum laude, no? So kaya yung mga summa cum laude or yung mga top notchers sa mga board exams, ikaw ang nag-top 1, top 2 or belong ka sa top 20, usually marami kang mga invitations na marireceive from mga employers. Kasi nga employers are thinking that you are the best person to hire. Pero syempre, kailangan din kasi nating i-consider kung siya ba talaga ang right person na mag-perform ng duties and responsibilities nung specific position na yon. So that's why, to the best that I can, I am hoping to share to all of you my independent insights, my personal experiences pagdating sa talent acquisition. To those who participated last Saturday, no, sa mga nag-participate lang naman, di ba last Saturday kasi it's also another HR discussion. Tapos yung focus natin last Saturday was all about human resource training and development, no? Training development or talent development naman 'yon. Kaya to those who missed it, sa mga hindi naka-join nung time na yon last Saturday, you can always watch the recorded webinar. Just visit our Facebook page, yung Ronald Piper Rambuanga, tapos punta lang kayo ng videos. Pwede ninyong ma-check doon ang mga recorded webinars namin since January. And if in case lang na you also need a certification for that, you can just send us a message and we will process it. So again, good morning everyone. My name is Ronald Rambuanga, but you can call me Piper instead. So sa pangalan ko palang, obviously, meron na kayong idea that I belong to the LGBT sector. I am the founder and owner of Knights of Online Marketers or KOM. We are based here in Davao City. Ang KOM or Knights of Online Marketers, we are going to celebrate our 10th year anniversary this coming July 2024. So we are operating as a business for the past 10 years already. Ang tatlong major services na ino-offer namin, number one is outsourcing because we are catering clients both in the local and international market. Outsourcing services kagaya ng pagiging isang virtual assistant. The second service that we are offering is training. So that's why to those who are interested to undergo and enroll sa aming mga training programs, marami kaming mga ino-offer. Just check our Facebook page for the schedule. And the third major service that we are offering is yung digital marketing. That's why we are in partnership of the Department of Trade and Industry in terms of helping the Filipino entrepreneurs na magkaroon sila ng presence online in order for them to create their competitive advantage in the digital arena. I am also a qualified coach and mentor of the Philippine Center for Entrepreneurship or PCE, wherein isa nga sa mga modules na hinahandle ko with PCE is yung human resource management. And aside from being a digital entrepreneur, aside from being a trainer, kasi by education and by profession, I am a registered nurse. So that's why on a part-time basis, on a project-based opportunity, I am also offering my healthcare services, no? So that's why isa sa mga private hospitals here in Davao, yung Alterado General Hospital, I am offering my services sa kanila as their CQI or Continuous Quality Improvement Specialist. Tapos meron na ako ditong additional mga micro-scale business, yung tables and chairs rental namin. And as mentioned, we are an industrial and developmental partner of DTI pagdating sa digital marketing, as well as the Department of ICT pagdating naman sa tinatawag nating yung mga online job na mga opportunities. Okay? So that's why I hope with my experiences, no, for the past years of being in this kind of business, I am hoping na makapag-share ako sa inyo ng mga insights that can help you with your knowledge about talent acquisition. Okay, so meron pala akong image dito no for our upcoming webinar. So if you are still interested to learn more about HR related na mga discussions, meron pa kaming dalawang naiiwan for the month of February. So for February 17, meron kaming webinar on HR policies and procedures naman. This is more of creating mga policies or yung tinatawag nating compliance, no? Tapos on February 24, ano naman, health and safety. So kasi dapat ang human resource department ng isang organization, meron yan siyang tinatawag na health and wellness team under the HR department, wherein ang responsibility nila is to regularly check the employees, kumusta na sila, no? Baka meron silang pinagdadaan. Yes.
Mami, pwede ka mo, Tusera.
Excuse me sa naka-turn on ang microphone. So make sure that you are on mute para hindi kayo makadistract ng mga other audiences as well. Okay, so every time na magla-log in kayo or papasok kayo dito sa Zoom, okay lang sa Facebook Live kasi wala silang microphone. No? Pero if you are in Zoom, make sure to always notice, no, bantayan nyo, i-observe niyo if your microphone is turn on kasi minsan nagugulat tayo, no? Hindi lang ako, even some of the participants. So again, I'm going back to what I mentioned. Dapat ang isang ang isang HR department, meron yan siyang health and wellness na health and wellness na anong tawag siya, na team para may mag-regularly check sa mga employees. And also, if you are also interested with our other webinars, maliban sa HR related webinars, meron kaming mga upcoming schedules pa. 2, 4, 6, meron pa kaming 6 na scheduled webinars for the entire month of February. So merong about business and entrepreneurship, meron ding about marketing and digitalization, merong about information technology, at meron ding about sa finance and accounting. So nakapost naman din ito sa aming Facebook page. So all you need to do is just to visit our page and check our remaining schedule for the month of February. Actually, we already launched, no? Nilista na rin namin yung schedule for the month of March. So that's why if you are interested, you can also check that particular post. So let's proceed now with our discussion kasi until 12 noon lang tayo, no? So we need to make use of our time na marami akong ma-share sa inyo ng mga information. Sabihin na lang natin, it might be na magkaroon ng information overload, pero for me ano siya, kasi minsan lang tayo magsasama, di ba? Like 2 hours a week, parang ganyan. So that's why I want to give as many insights as possible. Kasi nga, hindi naman tayo araw-araw magkakasama, hindi naman tayo araw-araw na pwedeng mag-share, no, ng ating mga knowledge. So let's talk first about talent acquisition, recruitment, and staffing. Okay, so kailangan muna nating mag-focus. Talent acquisition, no, kumbaga para kasi siyang generalized term or phrase, no? Kasi pag sinabing talent acquisition, parang under sa kanya ang recruitment and staffing. So that's why we need to discuss, no? We need to distinguish ano ba yung pinagkaiba ng talent acquisition, ano yung kanyang definition, ano yung kanyang pros and cons, the benefits, the advantages and disadvantages na pwede ninyong ma-experience, and as well as mag-enumerate ako sa inyo ng mga processes. Ano ba yung mga iba't ibang HR processes na pwede ninyong gawin as part of your talent acquisition strategy, with your recruitment strategy, and staffing strategy. Okay? Alam nyo naman na ang talent acquisition, no, as part of the human resource department, napaka-importante talaga ito. No, this is kumbaga one of the most crucial, most important, most essential na component ng human resource management. Kasi as part of the HR team, kailangan nating matutunan ang talent acquisition in order for us to create a strategic workforce planning. Kasi di ba, as I mentioned, mga crucial components sila. Especially pagdating sa tinatawag na strategic workforce planning. Kasi if lahat ng team members ng HR team or ng HR department, if they are going to learn talent acquisition strategies, yung mga effective strategies, kapag meron silang alam about it, ang human resource, pwede silang maka-make sure or maka-ensure sa company or sa organization na meron silang kinuhang tamang tao, no? Meron silang kinuhang right person in the right position at the right time in order for the business to drive success. Kaya itong talent acquisition, this is part of your strategic workforce planning. So aside from that, 'di ba, ang talent acquisition, kapag pinag-aaralan ito ng mabuti ng mga HR personnel, no, magkakaroon ng tinatawag na enhancement of the employer branding. No, yung brand ng employer or yung brand ng organization, mas na-enhance siya ng maayos. In what sense? Siyempre, kapag merong effective na recruitment, no, kapag merong effective na recruitment and staffing practices ang HR department, it can contribute to what? To building a positive employer brand. Kumbaga parang tataas ang credibility. The applicants, the potential applicants, bale, they can invest a higher trust rating sa employer na yon. So that's why yung mga HR personnel, yung mga HR professionals in general, who are actually skilled in this kind of area or in this kind of field, yung mga specialized ba sa recruitment and staffing, they can actually craft a much better and a more compelling na mga job descriptions. Or pwede ring kapag meron silang alam about talent acquisition strategies, pwede nilang ma-utilize ang mga appropriate na recruitment channels. Ano ba yung pwede nilang gamitin para makahanap sila ng mga applicants? And of course, yung mga HR professional, kapag merong tamang knowledge and skill pagdating sa recruitment and staffing, kapag meron silang training on this particular field of HR, they can actually conduct engaging interviews that will lead to a positive environment ng company. Kumbaga, if the interview process ng mga applicants is smooth sailing, no? Hindi masyado nahirapan yung applicants in terms of responding to interviews, so magkakaroon yan or magre-reflect yan ng positive or mag-contribute ng positive feedback sa company. That's why ang employer branding mas ma-enhance if the HR professionals merong enough knowledge and skills pagdating sa talent acquisition. Okay? So now, let's give some definition, no? Ano ba yung mga pros and cons at saka yung mga example processes na pwede nating gamitin sa talent acquisition, sa recruitment, at saka sa staffing. So let's start with talent acquisition. So kailangan muna natin silang ihiwa-hiwalay. So tatlo yung i-define natin, tatlo yung bibigyan natin ng pros and cons, at tatlo yung bibigyan ko ng iba't ibang processes that you can embrace in order for the HR personnel to deliver this particular component effectively. No? Kapag sinabi nating talent acquisition, kumbaga, ang pinaka-layman's term natin for that, no? Kumbaga para kang namimingwit, no? There are a lot of fishes in the ocean. So syempre, kung ikaw yung fisherman kung ikaw yung nangingisda, di ba you are always looking for yung mga malalaking isda, or sabihin na natin yung kasi hindi naman lahat ng isda din pwedeng makain, di ba? So talent acquisition is like fishing for the best people in order for them to join your organization or your company. So since na-compare naman natin siya sa isang mangingisda, so just like them, no, just like a fisherman, 'di ba, yung mga mangingisda, they carefully select the right kumbaga tool na gagamitin, yung mga bait, no? Kunyari, the right bait to use, yung mga tools na gagamitin. The first thing that they need to do is to identify ano yung mga tools na gagamitin ko. Tapos, kapag na-identify na ng mga mangingisda kung ano yung mga tools na gagamitin para mangisda, para makakuha ng isda, the next thing that they are going to do is to identify saan ang pinaka-the best na fishing spot in order for the fisherman to catch the best fish. No? So ibig sabihin, hindi lang pala ito hanggang identification of the tools that you are going to use if you are going to acquire and looking for talents. You also need to identify saan ang spot to catch the best fish. So since nagkaroon na tayo ng analogy or comparison with the fisherman, ang talent acquisition parang ganyan din kasi. It's because talent acquisition involves finding and attracting, no? Dapat ma-attract ang mga tamang candidates. So dapat mahanap mo yung mga individuals na may tamang skills, na may tamang experiences, and of course, mahanap mo yung mga individuals na merong qualities na needed for a specific job position. So that's why always remember this one, na ang talent acquisition, hindi lang ito siya all about kumbaga, this is not just all about filling empty positions, no? Hindi lang dapat ang nasa isip mo na bakante ang position na to, hanapan natin ng replacement. Hindi lang dapat nakalimit yung vision mo for that. Instead, you also need to consider na maliban sa nag-fill ka ng empty position ng organization, you are also going to find the perfect fit for the company's needs, and of course based on the company's culture. So that's why I mentioned earlier kanina sa inyo, do not just hire the best people. Hire the right people. So that's why if you are planning to engage into talent acquisition, it involves various activities. Kagaya halimbawa ng sourcing or yung tinatawag nating job posting, no? Yan yung mga various activities na kailangang gawin ng mga HR personnel in charge of talent acquisition. So kasama dyan ang job posting, kasama dyan ang networking. So that's why HR individuals assigned for talent acquisition, dapat they are also active with networking with public organizations like halimbawa the PESO, no? PESO. Or mga private din. Kasi may mga private organizations din like for example, nag-organize ng mga job fairs. So dapat mag-participate din yung organization or mga companies sa ganon. Kasi that's one of the various activities na pwedeng gawin eh. Interviewing, di ba? Yung pag-i-interview, that's part of talent acquisition. And of course, always remember na ang HR personnel in charge of talent acquisition, dapat magaling siya or may skill siya in terms of negotiating job offers. Kasi kapag skilled siya or talented siya sa pag-i-interview, sa pag-negotiate ng mga job offers, it will bring in the best talent to help the company succeed. So that's why talent acquisition is kumbaga parang a skill, no? A skill na kailangan talagang matutunan ng isang tao na in charge for this. Now, let's identify 3 pros and 3 cons of talent acquisition. Siyempre, kailangan balance kasi yan. Di ba meron tayong tinatawag na yin and yang. Di ba yin-yang? Actually, naniniwala ako dyan. Personally, yan yung isa sa mga mga belief ko talaga na yung about the balance, the balance between positive and negative, between good and bad. Kaya para sa akin, hindi ko kino-consider ang bad as the opposite of good, no? Or hindi ko kino-consider na ang good is the opposite of evil, something like that. Kasi para sa akin, complementary forces ang tawag, no? Kumbaga parang for me, I consider them as complementary forces na I will give an example na hindi naman lahat ng taong mabait, di ba? Hindi naman ang lahat ng taong masasama. Like for example, yung kriminal, hindi naman ibig sabihin na kriminal siya, wala siyang mabuting puso. Kung minamalas ka ngayon, darating din yung araw na siswertehin ka. Kung swerte ka ngayon, darating din yung araw na mamalasin ka. Hindi kasi pwedeng puro ka na lang swerte. Hindi na lang pwede swerte, halos everyday swerte. Hindi pwedeng palagi ka lang masaya. Kasi paano mo masasabi na masaya ka kung hindi mo na-experience kung paano maging malungkot, di ba? Paano mo nasabi na masaya ka? It's because na-experience mo before kung paano naging malungkot and vice versa. So that's why for me, hindi ko siya nakikita as opposite to each other but complementary forces. Kaya kung merong pros, meron talaga yung cons. Kung merong advantages, for sure meron din yung disadvantages. That's why kailangan mong i-weigh, timbangin mo alin ba sa dalawa ang mas magiging lamang, if you are going to consider it. Sa talent acquisition, ito yung mga pros niya. Strategic focus, employer branding, wherein I already explained a bit earlier. And of course, magkakaroon ng mataas na retention rate. Ang talent acquisition kasi, kumbaga parang if you are going to invest, if the employer will invest sa HR department, particularly on the recruitment team, kung mag-i-invest siya ng mga knowledge and skills, di ba na-mention natin kanina, magkakaroon ng magandang strategic workforce planning. Talent acquisition takes a long-term strategic approach para maka-acquire ka talaga ng tamang talent. Pag sinabing strategic focus, you are going to focus on building a pipeline of top candidates. Bakit mo kailangang mag-build? Bakit mo kailangang mag-focus on building a pipeline of top candidates? In order for you, the HR team, to meet the future organizational needs. So that's why, since long-term, ang approach na to, mapapakinabangan talaga natin. Yung employer branding, I actually shared some insights already earlier, Kumbaga, pag sinabi nating employer branding, it emphasizes yung employer and yung employer branding, kumbaga it's a connection between employer branding and candidate relationship. So employer and employee. Kasi kung maganda ang pagkaka-emphasize ng employer branding, it can attract, It can attract high quality candidates na for sure etong mga high quality candidates na interested to apply, posibleng mag-align sa values and culture ng organization or company ninyo. So that's why if you have a strategic workforce planning for your talent acquisition, makakatulong talaga ito. And the last one is enhance retention. Kumbaga parang if you are going to focus on finding candidates who fit well with the culture and values of the organization, yung talent acquisition strategy ninyo can lead to a higher employee engagement. Kung magaganahan, magkakaroon ng comfort, magkakaroon ng convenience, magkakaroon ng long-term goal ang isang empleyado na mag-a-apply to stay longer in the company. Kaya tataas ang retention rate. Pero kasi sa panahon ngayon, no, marami din kasi akong nababasang mga post ng mga HR personnel na some individuals sa panahon ngayon, no, sa generation kasi ngayon, palaging malakas yung loob nila na mag-resign to a particular job, 'di ba? Kunyari, nagtratrabaho na siya on this particular organization. Tapos bigla lang siyang nagkaroon ng palpak or ng pagkakamali. Tapos napagalitan siya ng kanyang immediate superior. Ang nangyayari minsan, sasama yung loob ng empleyado. Tapos bigla yan siya magde-decide na magre-resign na lang ako sa trabaho. Parang they are using the word resignation to threat the company ba na, sige kayo, mag-alis na lang ako dito sa company. Because people nowadays, they are thinking na it's easy to look for a job. Kaya minsan konting pinagalitan lang ng konti, sasama yung loob, tapos biglang magde-decide to resign. So that's why responsibility, kasi ito talent acquisition, no? This is part of the recruitment team. Para mas ma-enhance or para mas tataas ang retention rate, ang HR department, meron pa yung isang team in charge for the employees. So kung merong recruitment team, merong tinatawag na employee success team. Sila naman yung responsible in terms of identifying kung ano yung mga programs na pwede nating i-offer sa ating mga empleyado so that they can stay longer. So si employee success team, siya ang responsible para mag-identify ng mga bonus and incentive programs, yung mga ganyan. Siya ang in charge para magplano ng mga quarterly gathering, something like that. Kung merong deduction kapag late ka, ang employee success team, siya naman yung responsible para magbigay ng incentive sa mga walang late at saka sa mga may perfect attendance. Yan. So it's more on the responsibility of the employee success team, no? Kasi nga going back to the enhanced retention as one of the pros ng talent acquisition, kapag nagfo-focus ang talent acquisition team on finding candidates who fit well, kung ano man yung culture and values ng company, it will lead to a higher employee engagement and higher retention rate. Strategic focus, employer branding, enhanced retention, eto lang yung iilan sa mga pros of talent acquisition. Ano naman yung mga cons, no? Kumbaga parang the negative side of it. So nag-enumerate ako dyan like time consuming, resource intensive, at saka uncertain returns. Kapag sinabi nating time consuming, so understandable naman, no? Easy to understand. Kumbaga, building relationships. Tapos, building relationships with the candidates or with the applicants, or kumbaga, yung developing or nurturing the talent pipelines. Di ba na-mention natin kanina about strategic focus, di ba? yung na-mention natin kaagad na yung sa strategic focus, sinabi ko sa inyo kanina na you need to focus on building a pipeline of the top candidates that meets the organizational needs, di ba? Pero it is time consuming kasi yung pag-nurture or pag-develop ng talent pipelines, it will require significant period of time and resources. So that's why it is time consuming to build your talent pipeline. Kapag sinabi naman nating resource intensive, kung baga, and it is parang, anong tawag dyan, kung baga parang by default na, it is considered by default na lahat ng mga talent acquisition initiatives na gagawin ninyo may require investment. So kailangan mag-allocate ng specific budget, especially pagdating sa employer branding, 'di ba? Or kunyari gagamit ang isang organization ng isang software for candidate engagement, yung mga tinatawag na candidate engagement platforms. So baka kailangan ng subscription for that. Or baka kailangan nyo ng isang specialist pagdating sa talent acquisition. So that's why it will require investment from the employer para mas ma-promote ng maayos ang employer branding or yung company branding mismo. And the last cons that I can share to you is yung uncertain returns. Kasi 'di ba, ang talent acquisition, ang aim niya is to address future talent needs. Kaya nga gumawa kayo ng talent pipeline para pagdarating yung time na kailangan ninyo ng ganitong staff, hindi ka na masyadong mahihirapan. Because talent acquisition itself, the aim is to address your future talent needs. And because of this, no, kumbaga parang walang guarantee na yung na-identify ninyo na mga potential candidates na nilagay nyo sa pipeline in the future, magiging available pa ba yan siya? Kasi di ba you are nurturing your talent pipeline to fulfill future talent needs. Pero hindi kasi tayo sure or uncertain tayo na yung mga candidates na nilagay mo doon, na ni-nurture mo sa talent pipeline, is still available the moment na kailangan mo na sila. Or pwede rin namang sabihin natin na nag-nurture ka ng talent pipeline, nag-develop ka ng talent pipeline as part of your talent acquisition. Pero pagdating ng panahon na kailangan mo na yung taong yon for that position, suitable pa ba ang kanyang level of competencies? That's why yan yung sinasabi nating uncertain na returns. Okay? So pros and cons, let's talk about the processes na pwede ninyong gawin. Ito yung iilan sa mga pwede ninyong gawin na processes as part of your talent acquisition. Nag-enumerate lang ako dito ng 5, but there are more. And some of those I already mentioned, no, at na-explain ko na siya ng konti. Like for example, number 1, yung tinatawag nating strategic planning. So that's why as a team, you need to conduct yung tinatawag na workforce analysis. No, part of your strategic planning is to conduct a workforce analysis para ma-identify ninyo ang current and future na talent needs based on your organizational goals. Pangalawa, nilagay natin dyan yung palagi kong na-mention since I started, yung tinatawag na employer branding. So that's why the HR team assigned for talent acquisition, dapat mag-develop yan sila ng mga strategies to showcase. Paano ba natin ma-showcase sa mga potential candidates ang ating organizational culture, organizational values? Paano ba natin ma-promote sa mga potential candidates ang iba't ibang career opportunities na meron tayo? Gagawa ba tayo ng separate website? May official website na ang company. So pwede ba tayong gumawa ng another website para parang website siya for different career opportunities of this particular company? So kayo na ang bahalang magplano niyan as part of your employer branding. The third one is yung candidate engagement na tinatawag. So ang ibig sabihin nito, you need to build relationships, no, with your candidates, with your potential candidates, like joining events, 'di ba? Mag-join ka ng mga events. Syempre, pwede ka, kunyari may mga ano sila, yung mga booth. So if the company can invest on renting or paying a space sa isang event, pwede. Yung mga networking events, pwede ring mag-participate. And a lot more. Maraming pwedeng gawin in order for the talent acquisition team to engage with future and potential candidates. Yung ikaapat, yung talent pipeline development. So na-mention natin kanina, ano yung highlight ko kanina na, or na-mention ko kanina na word is yung to nurture, no, to develop, to nurture a talent pipeline. Kasi etong talent pipeline development na gagawin ninyo, syempre maraming available na tools. Pwede kayong mag-search sa internet kung ano-ano yung mga talent pipeline tools na pwede ninyong gamitin. The moment you will identify the tool or the software you are going to use, pwede ka nang mag-implement ng tinatawag nating candidate relationship management system, no, through that particular pipeline. So ang mangyayari kapag meron kayong talent pipeline, you can actually kumbaga parang ma-maintain mo yung connection mo, or you are stay connected ka with potential candidates all of the time through the use of a talent pipeline tool. So that's why you need to consider identifying ano ba yung pwede naming gamitin for our organization. And the last one is continuous improvement. Siyempre, dapat nag-e-evaluate kayo ng mga processes na ini-implement ninyo. Kasi di ba, lahat naman ng plano na ginagawa natin requires proper evaluation. You need to regularly evaluate your strategies, no? Kasi kapag na-evaluate ninyo, syempre ma-identify ninyo effective ba talaga yung ginawa natin. And because of that evaluation, you can actually refine. Pwede kang mag-revise ng plan mo. Pwede kang mag-revise ng strategies mo based on the metrics na ginagamit ninyo. Like for example, meron ba kayong goal na dapat for this particular month, meron tayong mag-gather na 50 resumes from high quality na mga candidates? Depende kung ano yung KPI or key performance indicator na i-identify ninyo. Kasi kailangan ninyong i-base doon sa inyong KPI at saka sa result ng ginagawa nyong strategies. Kasi kung may kailangang palitan. Kung merong kailangang i-revise. That's why you need to have continuous improvement as part of your processes for talent acquisition. Okay? So yan yung mga pwede kong ma-share related to talent acquisition. So pag-usapan naman natin ang recruitment. Sa second na tayo ha. And the third one is yung staffing na na-mention ko sa inyo kanina. Talent acquisition, para kasi siyang pang long term. 'Di ba? Long term siya. Ito kasing recruitment, kumbaga parang eto na yung gagawin mo talaga. Eto yung process na gagawin mo in order for you to find, no? And in order for you to invite people to apply for the job positions available within a company. So meaning to say, ang recruitment, this involves now specific activities like job posting. Saan ka ba magpo-post? Of course, ang pinaka-ano na ngayon, no, parang pinaka-ginagamit natin mga social media or LinkedIn, for example. Or magjo-join ka ng mga Facebook groups. For example, Davao City Jobs Hiring. Mga ganyan, di ba? Yung mga Facebook groups na pwede kang mag-post about a job opportunity. Ang recruitment, this can also include advertising, no? Pwede kang magbayad kay Facebook para mag-advertise ka. Pwede kang magbayad ng advertisement kay Google. Or pwede kang magbayad sa isang local newspaper sa lugar ninyo para lang maipost yung job position available in your company. Ang recruitment, it's not just all about job posting or advertising, no, but it also includes screening the applicants in order for you to identify kung talagang good fit sila sa trabaho na ino-offer ninyo sa kanila. So, kailan papasok yung staffing? Siyempre, after the recruitment. So, once the right people are found, no, because of your recruitment strategies, so staffing this time, papasok na siya. Recruitment, di ba, you are inviting, you are finding people. Pag sinabi namang staffing, this is all about selecting the best candidates from the pool of applicants na na-identify mo. Ang staffing refers to placing them in the appropriate position within the company. So that's why masasabi natin na ang recruitment, no, na in simple terms, recruitment is all about attracting candidates. While on the other hand, pag sinabi naman nating staffing, it's all about selecting and placing the candidates in the right positions within the organization. So kumbaga they work hand in hand together, no? Both of them, recruitment and staffing, they can make sure that the company has the right people in the right position to achieve the business goals. So kaya magkaiba yung recruitment talaga at saka yung staffing. So we will na-mention ko naman dito sa presentation ko no na recruitment involves activities such as job posting, candidate sourcing, yan, resume screening, ganon, interviewing, and selection. Staffing and placement is the same. Yes, they are actually synonymous. You are going to place this time the candidates that you interviewed on the right position. Actually, nung nag-pandemic noon, like for example, during the time na nag-pandemic, the company, kasi naghanap ako ng client, kasi I am a virtual professional, no? I am a virtual assistant. Tapos ganito yung nangyari sa aking application. Kasi meron silang job posting, yung agency na yun, meron silang job posting na nakita ko sa isang Facebook community. And then they are looking for what we called yung data mining specialist or yung lead generation, no? Ibig sabihin, ang magiging responsibilities ko is tutulungan ko yung agency para maghanap ng mga leads na pwedeng maging interested sa services ng ino-offer ng agency na yon. So I applied for that particular position na ang hinahanap nila, data mining and lead generation specialist. So syempre nag-undergo ako ng kanilang process, no? May mga, of course, may initial interview, tapos merong mga test and so on, ganun. Marami. To make it short, na ipasa ko naman. Ang pinaka-last, ang pinakahuling stage bago ako ma-hire, officially hire, is an interview with the CEO. So that's the last stage of their recruitment, no? Tapos during the interview of the CEO, na found out ng CEO na may other skills ako, especially in terms of digital marketing. So that's why, no, instantly nung na-interview ako ng CEO, nag-decide siya na instead na ilagay ako as a lead generation specialist, ako na lang yung magiging social media marketer ng kanilang brand or ng kanilang business. So that's why nilagay ako, I was placed by the company to a different position as compared to the position that I applied. Okay, so that's why that's part of what we call staffing. No, you are placing the right people based on the skills and competencies. And I'm sure some of you na-experience yan, na eto yung job position na in-applyan pero during interview, nakitaan ng ibang potential kaya sa ibang department inilagay din. And as I grow, no, as their social media ambassador, nakitaan na naman ako ng potential to be part of the HR department. Kaya after 4 or 5 months working as their social media marketer and manager, nalipat ako sa HR department, and my responsibility is to lead the employee success team. So kaya nalagay ako sa HR department, TL ako ng employee success, or yung sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, yung responsibilities namin is to identify anong pwede naming mai-offer sa mga empleyado para hindi sila mag-resign. Okay, so going back to our presentation here. So mag-identify na naman tayo ng mga pros and cons ng tinatawag nating recruitment. So let's start identifying what are the pros, ano yung kanyang benefits, ano yung kanyang advantages. So nag-enumerate lang din ako dito ng 3, may efficiency, flexibility, and scalability. Kapag sinabi nating efficiency, no, syempre yung recruitment, it focuses on filling immediate job openings quickly. No, 'di ba? Yan yung recruitment, kung ano yung bakanting position, kailangan i-fill in kaagad 'yon. Kaya ito yung tinatawag nating yung kumbaga parang ang 'di ba ang talent acquisition kasi long term siya, no? Kasi talent acquisition refers to yung developing the talent pipeline and so on, ganyan. Kaya siya long term. Samantalang ang recruitment naman mas efficient siya because na-address kaagad ang mga short-term staffing needs. Halimbawa, biglang nag-resign yung isang team member, 'di ba? Kunyari biglang may nag-resign. Halimbawa, nag-awol siya, absence without official leave. So syempre immediately kailangan ma-fill in yung position na yun, kaya papasok ang recruitment, no? It will help you address short-term na mga staffing needs quickly and efficiently. Kapag sinabi naman natin flexibility, so 'di ba mga easy to understand words naman nakalagay diyan, no? Flexibility, kumbaga ang isang organization, or kumbaga inaalaw ang isang organization to adapt, no, to changing workforce demand. By anong example natin dito? Kunyari, you are going to source candidates needed for specific role lang. Halimbawa, kailangan nyo ng mga ng bookkeeper, 'di ba? Kasi kailangan nyo ng additional bookkeeper because nag-change ang workforce demand. mas dumami halimbawa yung kailangang i-track na mga financial records. So that's why you need to hire another bookkeeper to assist the existing bookkeeping team and so on. So flexible, no? It depends on the workforce demand. Kung ano yung kailangan ng company, so makakahanap kaagad kayo. Scalability naman, kumbaga pwede kang mag-scale up, no? Or, syempre kung merong up, ang opposite niya, pwede ka ring mag-scale down. Kasi fluctuating kasi ang hiring needs ng isang company. Hindi naman all the time na may hina-hire ang isang company, 'di ba? Depende 'yan sa condition ng market, sa pangangailangan ng kumpanya. Kasi na-mention natin kanina, yung workforce demand nagbabago. So that's why you need to respond to market conditions then. Because ang recruitment, pwede siyang mag-scale up, pwede siyang mag-scale down because, as I mentioned, fluctuating yung mga hiring needs natin. Depende kung kailangan ba talaga ngayon or hindi. Pero that's the advantage, no? Ma-consider siya na benefit kasi nga, you can scale. You can scale up, you can scale down based on the fluctuating hiring needs. So ano naman yung mga cons niya? Ano naman yung pwede nating ma-consider na mga cons or sabihin natin may pagka-negative effect, no? Siyempre, limited lang yung pool mo. Unlike with talent acquisition na since you are developing a talent pipeline, di ba, madami kang pwedeng pagpilian. Recruitment, since I mentioned earlier, short-term kasi siya, it may result in a limited pool of candidates. Especially if the focus is yung hinahanap ng recruitment team is yung mga active job seekers lang. Ibig sabihin yung mga taong unemployed as of the moment. Ang tawag kasi natin dyan, di kasi meron tayong tinatawag na mga active job seekers at meron tayong tinatawag na mga passive na mga job seekers naman or passive candidates. Sa talent acquisition, yun, kino-consider natin ang tinatawag nating passive candidates. Kumbaga, high quality at saka sila talaga yung good fit. Kasi nagkaroon tayo ng malawak na talent pool. Samantalang ang recruitment naman, ang recruitment kasi they are more focused on active and not passive na mga job seekers. So that's why limited ang pool mo. Ito na-mention ko na sa inyo kanina yung short-term focus. Kasi nga, di ba, ang recruitment, kumbaga parang ang aim nila is to fill in the vacancies. Immediately dapat malagyan ng tao sa position na yan. Yan yung priority, no? It may prioritize filling immediate vacancies, no? That's why hindi ka sure kung talagang competent yung taong ilalagay mo dyan. Kasi nga short period of time lang yung allocated for you. So hindi ka na makaka-invest for talent development kasi ang kailangan mong ilagay dyan yung may alam na kaagad, di ba? Quality versus quantity. Since ang goal mo is to rapidly fill positions, yung mga bakante, meron tayong tinatawag na kumbaga nati-trade off natin yung quantity. Anong ibig sabihin ng quantity? Yung numbers, total number of hires. So kumbaga parang may trade-off between quantity and quality. Pag sinabing quantity, yung number of hires. Pag sinabi naman nating quality, ito yung mga individuals who fit the organizational culture and who fit the job requirements. Kaya minsan, dahil nga short-term yung focus, limited yung pool, minsan yung naha-hire natin, hindi masyadong nag-fit on the specific job requirements. So that's why isa siya sa pwede nating makonsider na cons of recruitment. So ano ba yung mga processes included kapag magfo-focus kayo sa recruitment? I will just enumerate 5. The same with talent acquisition earlier. Job posting, obvious naman kung anong ibig sabihin, di ba? So syempre, kailangan yung gumawa ng maayos na job description and you need to post your job openings sa mga relevant na mga online job na mga communities like Facebook groups, for example. Or meron din namang mga career websites like yung MyNemo, yung jobseekers.com, and so on. Di ba may mga websites na pwede kayong mag-post ng mga job openings ninyo? And of course, pwede rin yung sa social media since it's free, walang bayad. Another process is candidate screening. So, ibig sabihin, bago mo i-interview, di ba, kailangan mo munang i-review ang kanyang resume. I-sort nyo muna kung yung resume ba pasado na sa hinahanap ninyo or hindi. Yung candidate screening, dito pasok yung yung phone interview. Actually, yung phone interview, that's actually what we call parang siya, initial na phone screening. Hindi pa actually yun siya interview, pero 'di ba palagi nating sinasabi na may phone interview ka, no, phone interview. But actually pwede siyang ma-consider na screening pa lang 'yan. Hindi pa siya talaga yung actual na interview, no. It's still part of what we call candidate screening. And of course, you need to assess the qualifications against the job requirements. Kung meron siyang binigay na portfolio, kailangan ding i-review. Yung interviewing naman, yung number 3 dyan, eto na yung actual interview na talaga. Kumbaga, para makasave kayo ng time and effort, hindi nyo naman kailangan interviewin lahat ng nag-submit ng resume. Eh what if 100 yung nag-submit ng resume? So, it doesn't mean na 100 yung nag-submit ng resume, 100 din yung i-interviewin ninyo. Kaya nga may candidate screening eh. Kumbaga parang may elimination round. From top 30, kukunin nyo ang top 15, ganon. Tapos from top 15, kukunin nyo ang top 5. Bago, yung top 5, yun na lang yung i-interview ninyo. Tapos kung sino mo yung manalong makakuha ng crown, o yun yung i-hire, di ba? So pwede kayong mag-conduct ng interview in person or face-to-face. Pero mas marami na ngayon yung mga virtual interviews, di ba? So ini-interview na natin yung mga qualified candidates para mas ma-evaluate natin yung skills nila, experiences nila, fitted ba talaga sila sa organization or not. So kung 100 yung nag-apply, tapos nakakuha ka, nag-candidate screening ka, nakakuha ka ng 15, o i-interview mo yung 15. So para ma-identify mo yung level of their competencies. And then selection. So select na the most suitable candidate based on the performance during their interview. Diba? So after mo ng interview yung 15, after mo na interview yung 10, mag-select na kayo ngayon. Sino ang fitted based on the interview result? Ganon. You can also do some background check. Kasi konti na lang sila, 100 yung nag-apply, tapos di ba na-filter mo na? So pwede kang mag-background check. Pwede kang mag-check ng, anong tawag dyan, yung, sa kanilang social media. Ginagawa na yan ng mga HR. Kasi baka, kaya kapag nag-apply kayo ng trabaho, consider the fact na pwedeng mag-background check by checking your Facebook profile. Halimbawa, kunwari, no, nag-background check yung HR, tapos nakita niya sa Facebook mo na palagi kang nagpo-post ng yung galit ka palagi, tapos nagpo-post ka ng mga bad words, tapos magpo-post ka, nag-iinuman kayo, pinicturan mo yung tanduay, yung red horse, Because what you are posting in social media depicts your lifestyle, di ba? Pinapakita mo sa mga Facebook friends mo and followers na eto yung life mo. Eh, pag nakita ng HR, tapos nakita niya doon, hala yung candidate natin ba, palaging umiinom. Baka ang mangyayari niyan kapag kukunin na natin siya as our empleyado, baka palaging nakainom or lasing, something like that. Or yung the way you post talaga. Puro bad words yung pinopost mo. Merong taong may utang sa'yo, tapos ginalitan mo, nag-post ka sa social media and so on. Because that's a possibility. Or minsan yung references, yung nilagay mo sa resume mo na references, HR will really contact them. So that's part of your selection. And of course, yung offer, ibibigay mo na kung sino yung nanalo, no? Sino talaga yung pinaka right person. So pwede mo nang ipakita yung offer tapos mag-start na yung onboarding. So that's why dapat clear sa makukuha mo yung offer, especially with the salary. Like for example, sa job posting, balikan natin yung job posting, yung number 1. Minsan kasi, ang mga practice ng mga recruitment team na nagpo-post sa social media, for example, they are not putting the starting salary. 'Di ba napansin niyo 'yan no, sa mga naghahanap especially online job? Minsan kapag yung mga agencies na nagpo-post ng available job sa agency nila, hindi nila nilalagay yung starting salary. Etong mga candidates naman, nahihiya ding magtanong kung magkano ang starting salary. Mahihiya sila. Siyempre baka isipin, kasi siyempre ang iisipin ng candidate, kunyari ako yung candidate no, tapos nakakita ako ng job post, nakita ko, tapos magkano kaya ang offer nito? Pero nakakatakot naman or nakakahiya namang magtanong kasi kung tatanungin ko yung nag-post, magkano ang starting salary, baka ang isipin niya mukhang pera ako or pera lang yung hinahabol ko. Ganyan lagi yung dilema ng mga candidates. Nagdadalawang isip silang magtanong kasi nga baka magkaroon ng negative perception or ma-misinterpret ng person in charge of the job posting yung ibig niyang sabihin. Pero actually, it is your right. Siyempre, kailangan mo munang tanungin. Pero nga, dahil ang mga Filipinos hindi masyado confident, wala masyadong courage to ask, mag-a-apply doon sa trabaho na hindi nila alam kung magkano ang starting salary. Nag-submit ng resume, nag-participate sa mga initial phone screening, and so on. Pinatake ng personality test, nag-take din siya ng test. Tapos sabi nung HR, okay, pwede ka naming interviewin, in-interview. Nag-participate talaga sa interview. No? Nag-avail siya ng mga processes, ginawa niya. Tapos pagdating ng interview, doon niya pa tinanong kung magkano ang starting salary. Or vice versa, or other way around. During the interview, sinabihan ka nung nag-interview na personnel sa'yo, okay, Piper, and so on and so forth, ganyan. What's your expected starting salary? O diba? tinanong ngayon ng HR personnel during the interview, which is actually for me, hindi siya tama, no? Kasi tinanong mo siya, what's your expected salary for this position? So sasabihin ngayon nung nag-apply, my expected salary is 35,000 pesos a month. Pero yung starting offer lang pala ng agency, 20,000. So di ba 15,000 yung difference. So ngayon, sabi nung HR, okay, so you are expecting for a 35,000 monthly salary. Is it okay for you to start, or is it okay for you to start with an offer of 20,000 pesos a month? Tapos dahil interview siya, magkakaroon naman ng dilema yung in-interview kasi kakabahan siya. Sa isip niya, ay mababa pala yung offer. Pero alam niyo kung anong isasagot ng candidate? Sasabi niya, actually, that's okay for me if I am going to start with 20,000 pesos starting salary. Pero after the end of the interview, saka yan mag-i-email na hindi na siya mag-proceed. O, di ba? Plastikan. Sasabihin okay lang, pero after the interview, mag-i-email, sasabihin hindi na mag-proceed. Or, based on my experience, kapag sinabi, okay, thank you very much for accepting that offer, we will just update you and so on. Tapos pag binigyan mo na ng update, no show na yan. Hindi na magpapakita, hindi na magpaparamdam, bigla yan maging ghost. Kasi ayaw niya na yung inoffer ng company. So you see, ang point ko doon, masasayang ang effort ng HR in interviewing, in screening. So that's why if you are posting a job, ilagay mo na kaagad yung expected salary. Kasi kung sino yung willing to apply with that starting salary, at least yun lang yung i-screen mo, yun lang yung i-interview mo. Hindi masasayang yung effort unless hindi ka busy na hindi ka busy na HR staff. So that's why kapag nilagay mo yung starting salary, pag nagdating ang job offer at saka yung onboarding sa number 5, hindi ka na masyadong mahihirapan na i-facilitate ang onboarding process. Magkakaroon ng smooth transition from being an applicant to an official hire of the company. So magiging under probationary ka na. Kaya ang advice ko or tip ko lang naman, pero I don't know if this is applicable to others, no? But this is just based on my experience as part of the HR department. Ilalagay natin, no? Kasi I've been into 2 different companies na HR related. So naging part ako ng isang agency more on the part ako ng recruitment, particularly ng sourcing. Tapos naging part ako ng HR na more on employee success. At naging most of my experience din, empleyado talaga ako. I mean, nag-apply ako ba? Kaya yun ang mga experiences. Okay, so that's recruitment. Now let's proceed on staffing. So the third and the last that we are going to discuss on this particular on this particular topic. Pero na-mention ko na kasi sa inyo ito kanina, kaya hindi na natin masyado i-discuss further, na kapag sinabi nating staffing, no? Ito na yung ginagawa ninyo, yung process of placing the candidates in the right roles within the organization. So basahin na lang natin yung nakalagay dito sa presentation, no? Yung nilagay ko dito na it involves aligning workforce capabilities with organizational objectives, optimizing workforce productivity, and managing staffing-related processes and policies. So si recruitment and staffing, both of them will ensure that the company has the right people in the right position. So recruitment and staffing, magkasama yan sila. They work hand in hand together. These are just some of the pros and cons of staffing. So pros, strategic alignment, di ba? Kasi staffing will align the workforce capabilities with the organizational goals and objectives. So kapag nag-align ang workforce capabilities with the values, with the goals, objectives of the company, kumbaga parang na-ensure nito na the right people are in the right role. At kapag nasa tamang role sila, obviously, anong magiging output? It will drive success to the business. Second na pros niya, optimized productivity. We always keep on mentioning about workforce capabilities, di ba? Workforce productivity. Kapag sinabi nating optimized productivity, it focuses on optimizing. Pag sinabing optimize, kumbaga parang making use of it into its full advantage. So it focuses on optimizing workforce productivity by matching perfectly the skills of the employees versus the capabilities with the job requirements na nilagay nyo. So kumbaga nagkakaroon ng perfect match. And because of that, the productivity is optimized. Employee development. So dito na papasok yung training, dito na papasok yung staff development, pwede ring career development programs, Or dito na rin papasok yung tinatawag na yung succession planning, no? Ibig sabihin, kumbaga, the HR can now identify kung sino ang future na magiging leaders ng organization. Kaya gagawa ng succession planning. So dito na yan papasok sa employee development. So training, ipapa-join ng mga conferences, ipapa-join ng mga seminars, and so on. On the opposite side of my presentation, I enumerated 3 cons of staffing. Complexity. Paano ba natin to ma-explain? Complexity. Kumbaga, di ba na-mention ko yung succession planning? Di ba I mentioned about succession planning, I mentioned about talent development, di ba? Tapos kanina, ano pa yung mga na-mention natin na mga HR-related terms? Yung strategic workforce planning, 'di ba? Yun yung pangapalagi kong inuulit na mga phrases, 'di ba? Kasi mga HR related phrases sila. Yung mga na-mention ko, kumbaga this can be complex, complexity. Kumbaga complex. Creating a succession plan can be complex. Bakit? Because it may require specialized knowledge and expertise in order for you to do it. If you are planning to create your workforce plan, complex siya. Bakit? Kasi it requires, again, specialized knowledge and expertise para makakreate ka ng maayos na workforce plan. Para makakreate ka ng maayos na succession plan, para makakreate ka ng maayos na training development programs, it requires for the staff in charge of it na magkaroon ng specialized knowledge. That's why, yan yung ibig sabihin ng complexity. Yung resource intensive na mention na naman ulit, no? Kasi na-mention na natin kanina sa talent acquisition. Bakit? Kasi implementing your staffing initiative may require allocation of budget. Di ba na-mention na natin yung ang employer kailangan niyang mag-invest, maglabas ng pera para saan? Sa mga training programs kasi kailangan ng resource speaker. Tapos yung resource speaker may honorarium. So that's hindi naman siya totally negative pero that's the other side of staffing. Kasi kailangan yung mag-invest, mag-allocate ng budget sa mga training programs. Kailangan yung mag-allocate ng budget para sa mga software or sa mga HR information system na kailangan nyo o yung HRIS. Or baka kailangan nyo ng additional infrastructure. Kasi you are going to add another set of staff. Tapos masyado na silang masikip sa admin office. Di ba masyado nang masikip kasi nadadagdagan yung mga empleyado. So that's why you need to allocate resources para sa expansion ng office. Magpapa-extend kayo ng office. So kailangan mo ng construction materials. Kailangan mo bayaran ang contractor. Yan yung sinasabing resource intensive. Resistance to change. Minsan kasi, ang mga empleyado, they will, kumbaga parang, they will resist yung mga changes pagdating sa staffing. Ano yung mga example natin? Kumbaga parang may mga empleyado na hindi sila resilient. Pag sinabing resilient, you need to quickly embrace the changes ba? Kunyari, merong nangyaring restructuring of the organizational structure. Or yung mga redeployment. So kunyari, parang ako dati ba, yung nurse pa ako years ago, di ba, kung hindi ko na-mention kasi I am a nurse by education and by profession. So bago ako nag-engage into online, nag-nurse ako for 6 years. And for the first 4 years that I am working as a nurse, na-assign ako sa operating room. I am an operating room nurse. Tapos, after 4 years, inilipat ako sa ward. So nagkaroon ng redeployment, nilipat ako ng department. And honestly speaking, nung nalipat ako sa ward, doon ako na-disappoint with the nursing career. Kasi nung nalipat ako sa ward, ang nangyayari kay ang dami ng mga pasyente, sobra sa 50 and so on, nakakapagod. Kaya medyo naging hindi ako naging productive. Tapos merong kumbaga disappointments, nawalan ako ng gana. So to make it short, parang hindi ko na-accept yung changes na nangyari. Kaya after 2 years or less than 2 years of working sa ward, I decided to quit nursing in the Philippines. Sabi ko, mag-resign na lang ako dito. Mag-resign na lang ako kasi mag-abroad na lang. Kasi sa abroad kasi may maayos na span of control ang nurse at saka ang mga patients. Merong tamang ratio. Ang isang nurse, magkikater lang ng 5 pasyente, and so on. Dito kasi sa Pilipinas, hindi. Ang isang nurse, isi-serve niya ang isang buong ward. Ganun. So that's why yan yung example ng resistance to change. ROI and TOL talaga dapat kapag kumuha ng someone to conduct training and development sa staffing. So that's why kailangan mag-invest on that. Okay, so ano yung mga processes na pwedeng i-include natin sa staffing? So pwedeng mag-conduct ng comprehensive na workforce analysis. Ano ba yung mga current na staffing levels? Ano ba yung mga ongoing or mga current na mga skills ng mga empleyado? Ano ba yung mga capabilities nila across the organization? Yan yung ibig sabihin ng workforce analysis. Yung strategic planning, na-explain ko na yan kanina sa inyo, no? So dapat you develop a staffing strategy that will always align with the organizational goals, with the values, and so on. Kapag mag-create kayo ng strategic plan ninyo, kailangan i-identify ang mga key priorities. Or yung isa sa mga dapat i-consider kung bakit nag-exist yung HR, yung talent gaps. Actually nag-earthquake. If you are based in Davao City, currently I can feel that the ground is shaking. So sa mga nearby Davao City na mga participants, kung naramdaman nyo yan, medyo naglindol nga, no? Yan, nafe-feel ko pa na nag-shake yung may earthquake nga pala talaga. Even up to now, di ba, it's moving. But anyway, okay, so as I mentioned, going back, so every time that you develop a staffing strategy, dapat naka-align sa organizational goals. And yung mga identify ang mga key priorities. Saan po may lindol? Currently, I am here in Davao City. So, and nearby region, for sure, nag-shake din dito sa Davao City. Malakas sa CDO, Cagayan de Oro. Okay. Imagine, no? Cagayan de Oro and Davao City, by geographical location, medyo malayo na yun. Nakarating pa sa amin dito sa Davao. So, talent gaps. Yan, kung mag-create kayo ng strategic plan, i-identify ang talent gaps. And of course, yung mga development opportunities. Talent development, yung number 3, na-explain ko na yan, i-skip na natin yan. Succession planning, na-explain ko na rin yan. Yung change management. Change management, yung staffing changes. Kailangan i-communicate ng maayos. CDO Cagayan de Oro po. Cagayan de Oro City sa Mindanao. So, yung change management, yung number 5, you need to properly communicate the staffing changes to all employees. Okay? Change management will also refer to addressing mga employee concerns. Kasi 'di ba ang mga HR personnel parang mga guidance counselor na rin yan ng organization. Sila yung sinusumbungan ng mga empleyado ng kanilang mga problema and so on. So that's why we need to provide support sa mga empleyado to facilitate successful implementation. Okay? So yun yung ating mga discussion, yun yung mga pwede kong ma-share sa inyo na insights related to talent acquisition, related to recruitment, and related to staffing. Now, for the remaining minutes, may 35 minutes pa naman ako, let me discuss our next topic, no, which is all about diversity and inclusion in talent acquisition. So I will just share my insights about diverse sourcing strategies, yung tinatawag nating unconscious bias in hiring. Kasi some of you might also experience this one someday, no? And diversity metrics and accountability. Meron akong na-receive na text message na talagang meron ngang earthquake, no? So keep safe everyone, especially those who are located here in Mindanao. Initial estimate of 5.5. 5.5 ang intensity nung lindol bago lang. Now going back. So yan yung tatlong subtopics that I will discuss, and for the remaining minutes I believe kaya ko naman siyang ma-discuss sa inyo. Okay? Later, I am going to post the attendance sheet. Kapag medyo malapit na tayong matapos, I will just post sa chat dito sa Zoom and sa comment section sa Facebook Live. So mag-attendance na lang kayo. And the attendance sheet, if you availed of the certificate, actually yung certificate, ang sabi namin sa registration form, tomorrow namin ibibigay, pero based on my projection, pwedeng mamayang gabi, no? Or basta pagkagising nyo bukas ng umaga, check your email, tapos hanapin nyo na lang yung certificates ninyo, and then you can download it. Kasi I know na based on previous webinars, may mga students kasi na kailangan nila yun for the requirements and so on. Kaya sa mga nakikinig ngayon na hindi nag-avail sa registration form, you can still avail if you want sa attendance sheet later on. Okay? Now, let's discuss topic number 2, which is all about diversity and inclusion. Ang certificate natin kung nag-attend kayo last Saturday, iba yun siya sa certificate ngayon. Kasi last Saturday, it's all about human resource talent development. Ang certificate naman sa mga nag-avail, yung sa mga gustong kumuha, certificate naman siya webinar on HR talent acquisition naman. So it's a different certificate as compared sa last Saturday na webinar. And it is also different sa next Saturday at saka yung sa huling Sabado ng February. Now, saan na ba tayo? So, diverse sourcing strategies. So, under this particular subtopic, I am going to share and we are going to discuss the following: importance of diversity in the workplace, implementing inclusive language in job descriptions and recruitment materials. And the third one is leveraging diverse networks and partnerships for talent sourcing or talent acquisition. Alam nyo, in terms of human resource or human resources, pag sinabi nating diversity, di ba, from the word diversity, it actually refers to kumbaga yung consideration of the presence of a variety of different people within an organization. diverse. Ibig sabihin parang it is already considered na sa isang organization, sa isang company, may iba't ibang klase ng tao na nagtratrabaho doon. This can actually include yung mga, there are actually like a lot of various dimensions to consider kapag sinabi nating workplace diversity, no? Halimbawa, ano ba yung mga example ng iba't ibang klase ng diversity in the workplace? Yung pinaka-common, yung tinatawag nating based on the demographic profile, no? Yung demographic diversity. So kailangan i-consider yung mga factors kagaya ng gender. Kasi pinag-usapan natin, 'di ba, inclusivity. Gender, for example, katatapos lang kagabi ng Miss International Queen Philippines Mindanao Coronation Night, 'di ba? So mga trans women. It's a competition for trans women, Miss International Queen Philippines Mindanao na edition. Pag sinabi nating inclusivity pagdating sa gender, kung ikaw yung nag-i-interview or ikaw yung in charge of the initial screening, you need to ask respectively kung ano yung preferred na itawag mo sa kanya. So that's one of the first few set of questions that you need to ask. Ano ba yung preferred na gusto niyang gamitin? He ba or she? 'Di ba? Parang something like that. So you need to ask, him ba or her? So tanungin mo, anong preferred niya? Do you want, what's your preference? Pag sinabi niyang you can call me, you can make use of the she or her. So yun yung gagamitin mo. Especially if you are really considering inclusivity in terms of demographic diversity. Kasi pag sinabi ulit demographic diversity, this includes gender or age. Kasi may mga applicants tayo na may edad na, 'di ba? Yung nila, yung status nila, like yung disability status nila. So you need to consider the PWDs, persons with disabilities. Or yung status nila sa buhay, low class, middle class, high class, or yung tinatawag nating socio-economic background. May mga office mates tayo na nagtatrabaho sa opisinang yun pero mayaman naman sila. Meron ka namang office mate na masyadong nagaling sa kahirapan. So that's why that's part of your sourcing strategy. Meron din tayong tinatawag na cultural diversity. Of course, from the word itself, no, yung cultural backgrounds, yung mga beliefs nila, or baka meron silang mga tradition in terms of doing job, no? Or baka yung mga empleyado halimbawa is just like for example yung client ko before, Saturday is Sabbath day for them. Pag Saturday, no work related activities talaga yan siya. Wala siyang ginagawang trabaho. Even sa mga digital platforms, ayaw niyang magkaroon ng activities. Saturday, dapat walang mga post sa Facebook page and other social media accounts niya. So hindi kami nagpo-post ng Saturday because they are respecting Saturday as holy Sabbath day sa kanila. So yan yung ibig sabihin ng cultural and religion diversity. Pero kapag sinabing diversity or yung iba't ibang klase ng tao sa organization, hindi lang dapat yung nakikita, pati yung mga nararamdaman din. You need to also respect that one. Kasi pag sinabing diversity, maliban sa demographic, maliban sa cultural, pwede rin makonsider yung cognitive, no? Kasi may mga tao na iba silang mag-isip to the point na sasabihin mo na weird yung office mate ninyo, 'di ba? Magkakaiba kasi tayo ng cognitive styles. Magkakaiba tayo ng problem solving approaches. sa organization. Magkakaiba tayo ng, kumbaga, the way we think at saka yung ating perspectives in life. So that's why we need to remember that one. We should not be biased in terms of cultural diversity of workers, correct? Okay? So that's why diversity in human resources, it acknowledges and values the differences among individuals. At dahil na-identify at na-acknowledge ng human resource yung mga differences na yon, it will create an inclusive environment for employees. So mararamdaman ng mga empleyados past tense, empleyado or mga employees, no, mafe-feel nila na they are respected, no? They are being valued. They will feel na ini-empower sila to contribute their talent and their unique perspectives to the organization. Kaya kailangan na i-embrace natin ang diversity sa workplace. Okay? The first one that I mentioned is yung tinatawag nating, di ba, nag-enumerate tayo kanina, nakalagay dito, importance of diversity in the workplace. So that's why always consider and take note of this. Yung diversity sa workplace, to make it easier for you to understand, it means there are different kinds of people working together. As I mentioned earlier, sa mga examples natin, this could be people of different races, no? Hindi ko na mention yung race kanina, ethnicity, yung age, yan, na-mention natin kanina yung age, yung gender, yung background, and a lot more. Pag sinabi nating diversity in workplace, it's like, kumbaga, if you are the employer, para kang nagkakaroon ng colorful na team, wherein everyone of the team member, they are bringing something unique to your organization. Kasi nga, magkakaiba tayo. There are different kinds of people working together. So let's give an example, no, or kumbaga a scenario. So imagine a company where everyone is exactly the same. Kung magkaroon tayo ng analogy or comparison, no? So imagine a company where everyone is exactly the same. Ibig sabihin, they think, they are thinking, same sila ng thinking, the way they act, the same, tapos similar din sila ng background. Kumbaga pare-pareho lahat sila. So ibig sabihin, lahat ng empleyado, puro lang lalaki. Puro lang nasa 20 to 30 years old. Tapos puro lang Roman Catholic. Lahat sila mga taga Davao City lang. Kasi nga, exactly the same eh. So di ba, if that's the case, meron ka nang maiisip ka agad. Now, okay, that's the first na i-imagine ninyo ha. Imagine a company where everyone, lahat sila, they are exactly the same. Lahat lalaki. Now, on the other hand naman, imagine a company or think of another company wherein there's a mix of people from different cultures, from different gender, from different ages. So sa dalawang company na na-imagine ninyo, alin sa tingin ninyo sa dalawa ang mas magiging creative at mas maka-generate ng maraming ideas? Obviously, I'm sure, ang pipiliin ninyo yung second company na ini-imagine ninyo. Yung company na merong mix of people. No? Kasi diversity will bring fresh perspective. if merong diversity sa workplace, it can bring different ways of solving problems. So that's why the importance of diversity in the workplace will help. If you will consider the importance of diversity in the workplace, it can contribute to companies to be more innovative and of course, to be more successful. So that's why kapag nagsusource kayo ng mga candidates, naghahanap kayo ng mga applicants, consider diversity and respect them. Second one, implementing inclusive language in job descriptions and recruitment materials. Actually, ito yung easy explanation kasi malapit na mag-time, no? Kapag sinabi nating inclusive language, you need to make use of words, of course, na yung madaling maintindihan at yung mga words na mafi-feel ng mga mag-a-apply na they are welcome or they are kumbaga included, no? I will choose the company that hires all kinds of personality. Correct, di ba, no? The second company na na-discuss natin. So going back, language that can make everyone feel that they are welcome, that they are included. Kasi if you are going to implement inclusive language, kumbaga parang it can help you or it will ensure that no one will feel na left out sila or excluded sila because of the words that you are using. Kagaya halimbawa ng salitang sales lady, 'di ba? We are looking for sales lady. Kaya hindi na tayo masyado naging specific with the gender. Instead na ilalagay mo, we are looking for a sales lady. Kasi 'di ba the language that you use, parang excluded yung mga lalaki. 'Di ba? So that's why pwede mong sabihin na instead na sales lady or salesman, salesperson ang tamang gamitin. Kaya kung mapansin niyo, hindi na ginagamit masyado ang chairman. Pero syempre dahil nasanay tayo, chairman palagi. Chairperson yung tawag natin. Kasi nga, you need to make use of words na hindi dapat maramdaman ng taong nag-a-apply na excluded sila or hindi sila pwedeng mag-apply doon. Halimbawa, magbigay tayo ng scenario kasi nga recruitment, 'di ba? Let's say mag-imagine na naman tayo ng isang company. So this is my example for this one. Kunyari merong isang company na naghahanap ng panibagong manager. So a company is looking to hire a new manager. Tapos, yung recruitment staff, sinulat nila sa job description, sabihin na lang natin, sinulat nila yung something like, we are looking for a branch manager. Tapos merong mga qualifications, 'di ba? Merong mga requirements. Tapos isa sa mga qualifications na nakalagay, kunyari nakalagay doon, dynamic, must be a dynamic and energetic individual. Kunyari, yun ang nakalagay doon sa job posting as one of the qualification. Dynamic and energetic. Basing on our discussion, hindi siya masyadong acceptable. Kasi, yung mga older candidates, yung mga medyo may edad na, they will feel na hindi sila kailangan, no? Kumbaga parang mafe-feel nila na excluded sila. Because yung mga may edad na o yung mga matatanda na, syempre ang iisipin nila dahil matanda na sila, they are not energetic anymore. So you got my point? So instead, kung gusto nating magkaroon ng parang inclusive language, instead of using the word dynamic and energetic, kasi di ba pag sinabing energetic, parang full of energy. Kaya yung mga matatanda, hindi na masyado mag-apply. Mas magandang gamitin siguro, we are looking for an enthusiastic, ganyan. Enthusiastic, I'm alert, alive, awake, enthusiastic. May kantang ganun, di ba? Icebreaker. Or instead of sabihin mo na energetic individual, pwede mong sabihin experience. We are looking for an enthusiastic and experienced individual. So kumbaga parang with the word experience or enthusiastic, no, yung language or words or phrases na yon, it would welcome candidates of all ages. So that's why you need to make use of inclusive language. Pag sinabing language, we're not talking about kung English, Tagalog, Bisaya ha. The other way na ginagamit natin yung salitang language. The choice of words, kumbaga. Kasi kung gagamit ka ng mga inclusive words and phrases in your job description, it will help you attract a more diverse pool of candidates. And because of that, magkakaroon ng mataas na employer branding, yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina. Because it shows that the company values everyone equally. Pantay-pantay. Okay, so consider implementing inclusive language in job descriptions and recruitment materials. And the third one is leveraging diverse networks and partnerships for talent sourcing. So ang easy explanation dito is, kumbaga, leveraging diverse networks. Di ba napag-usapan natin kanina yung mga partnership? So you need to reach out to different groups and organizations in order for you to find talented people. Kumbaga, yung referral by other company. Parang kumbaga 'di ba kumbaga parang yung sa example natin kanina 'di ba yung fisherman, yung mangingisda, gagamit lang siya ng fishing rod or yung bingwit, no? If nagha-hire sila or nagre-recruit sila. Pero kapag nag-partner kayo sa mga talent sourcing companies, yung tinatawag natin kumbaga sa nito, ang other phrase natin is yung RPO or recruitment process outsourcing. Mga talent sourcing companies, they are in charge of providing you with potential candidates. Instead na mag-fish ka na gamit lamang ang fishing rod or bingwit, para ka nang gumamit ng fishing net. Ganon. Para kang nag-throw ng fishing net sa pond, nag-throw ka ng fishing net sa dagat, tapos marami ka na kaagad isda mahuhuli. As compared kung isang bingwit lang or fishing rod ang gagamitin mo. So that's why you need to leverage diverse networks and partnership for talent sourcing. We will give a scenario for this, no? Diversity in workplace, no? Kumbaga, for example, may isang company that they want to hire more women. Kasi sabihin na lang natin gusto nilang magkaroon ng balance sa men and women, tapos mga engineers. 'Di ba bihira lang kasi ang mga babaeng engineers, 'di ba? Or minsan mahirap silang hanapin kasi pag sinabing engineer, mostly lalaki ang pumapasok sa isip natin. So let's say a company wants to hire more women engineers, pero wala sila masyadong nakukuha na mga female applicants sa mga recruitment channels na ginagamit nila. So, ano ang solution? So the company, if they want to hire more women engineers, pwede silang mag-decide to partner with organizations that support women. Or pwede silang mag-attend sa mga events na ang mga participants are engineers. For sure, may mga women na mag-a-attend doon. So by doing this, the company is actually tapping into a new pool of talented candidates na pwede nilang magamit na hanapin yung hinahanap nilang mga empleyado. That's why through networking and partnership, magkakaroon ka ngayon ng wider range of talents. And because of that, you are confident na you are not missing out sa mga skilled individuals. Okay? So that's why leverage diverse networks and partnerships for talent sourcing. Okay. Now, eto yung unconscious bias hiring. May last 2 topics na lang ako. 10 minutes. Kung medyo mag-extend tayo ng few minutes, just bear with me. Sayang naman kung hindi ko ma-share din, di ba? So, baka maka-extend lang tayo ng konting minutes lang naman. You can actually eat your lunch while you are listening din, no? Unless meron kayong other activities na 12 noon talaga na dapat pupunta kayo. And to those na meron talagang importanteng pupuntahan, don't worry kasi recorded naman ito. You can always watch over and over again this webinar sa Facebook page namin. Now, let's talk about unconscious bias in hiring. O ito, baka marami kasing makarelate, di ba? Under this particular discussion, meron akong 3 i-share sa inyo, no? Alam niyo naman yung ibig sabihin ng bias, di ba? Kumbaga, bias, ibig sabihin hindi in favor, may favoritism, ganyan. At minsan kasi unconsciously, napapractice yan ng mga recruitment staff or ng mga HR personnel under the talent acquisition team. No? Understanding unconscious bias will help you recognize, kung naiintindihan mo na, kumbaga kung marirealize mo na, ay, bias pala ako doon sa pag-hire ko sa kanya. So ngayon kung nare-realize mo yon na meron kang bias, di ba? It will lead to or it will affect what we call yung parang maling hiring decision, di ba? Kumbaga parang it will affect the hiring decision if merong nangyayaring unconscious bias. So that's why, isa sa mga pwede niyong gawin, yung sa number 3, nilagay ko dyan, is to implement what we call blind recruitment techniques, at least to reduce bias. So pag-uusapan natin dito is, number 1, understanding unconscious bias in the recruitment process. Kasi baka merong magiging recruiter dito someday, ha? So dapat hindi kayo bias. Training recruiters to recognize and mitigate bias. And the third one is to implement the blind recruitment na technique para maiwasan yung tinatawag na bias. Okay? So understanding unconscious bias in the recruitment process. Ito yung easy explanation. Obviously, na-mention natin kanina na merong favoritism. Kahit na hindi niya kilala yung tao. Ma'am, hindi niya man kilala yung tao, pero bakit naging favorite niya? Kasi minsan, ang mga recruitment staff, meron kasi yan silang tinatawag na automatic preference. No? Meron silang automatic na preference ba? Or yung judgments about people. May syempre magkakaiba tayo ng mga ugali. Kumbaga, meron sa inyo dito na ang tingin sa akin is, kumbaga parang sabihin natin yung naging inspiration ako ng iba. Meron din ng mga tao na naiinis sa akin every time that I will talk. 'Di ba? Something like that ba? Kumbaga everyone is not your cup of tea. Parang something like this. So ganyan din naman yung mga recruitment staff na kapag meron silang in-interview, kumbaga parang ma-feel nila, para laging suplada itong applicant. So nagkakaroon na ngayon ng bias. Hindi ko to i-hire kasi masyado siyang, the way siya magsalita, para siyang maldita or stricta. So ngayon, yung judgment mo sa kanya, hindi mo siya i-priority because of the naramdaman mo na parang may attitude ang taong yun. So yan yung ibig sabihin ng unconscious bias kasi meron kang ang automatic na preferences. Kumbaga yung utak mo, yung pag-iisip mo, meron ka kaagad quick decision based on the past experiences. May nag-apply sa inyo, tapos nalaman mo na dati siyang ex-convict, yung mga something like that. So di ba nagkakaroon ng bias? Magaling naman siya pero dahil ex-convict siya, dati siyang nakulong, hindi mo siya i-hire. Minsan kasi may mga biases on like stereotyping, ganyan. Minsan hindi naman natin parang, kumbaga unconsciously nga, di ba? Unconscious bias. Kumbaga hindi natin minimean. We don't mean it, pero nangyayari. Kaya nga unconscious bias. No discrimination in hiring dapat. Kaya sinabi natin kanina, diversity in workplace. Kailangan inclusive. I will give a scenario in regards to understanding unconscious bias in recruitment process, no? So imagine, no, merong isang recruiter na nagre-review. Hindi pa siya interview ha, yung candidate screening pa lang. May isang recruiter reviewing a job application. So, kunyari, meron siyang nakitang 2 resumes, 2 CVs. May isang resume na galing ang isang aplikante lalaki. Ang isang applicant naman is babae. So ngayon, minsan without realizing it, minsan nagkakaroon na kaagad ng bias based on gender. Like for example, let's go back to the example of the engineer. Kunyari, ang position is we are looking for an engineer. Something like that. So ngayon yung recruiter, makakakita siya ng 2 resume, ang isa lalaki, yung isa babae. So magkakaroon ng unconscious bias, mas pipiliin niya yung lalaki kasi para sa kanya ang mga lalaki, they fitted, no? Or kumbaga parang they are better suited for the engineering role, parang ganyan. Many companies discriminating people by age. That's actually realistic, no? So that's why may bias na kasi nga lalaki yung parang magiging favorite niya, no? Kahit na qualified yung babaeng aplikante for the engineering position, pero dahil nga nasa isip ng recruiter na mas kaya nung lalaking aplikante, so yung lalaki yung kukunin nila. So this unconscious bias can actually affect who gets hired and who doesn't. So that's why mga recruitment staff, always magkaroon kayo ng presence of mind, no? Na hindi kayo nagkakaroon ng biases in terms of screening and selection. O nga, minsan sa client nga, if engineer position, dapat lalaki talaga. Okay, so that's what we meant of understanding unconscious bias in the recruitment process. Second one is training recruiters. So kailangan i-train ang mga recruiters to recognize and mitigate bias. So dapat mag-undergo ng mga training programs, personality development, something like that, no? Or psychological na mga training programs. Kasi na-mention natin kanina na kapag sinabing unconscious bias, meron kang mga automatic preferences. Kaya dapat ang mga training recruiters, para ma-recognize nila at ma-mitigate nila yung mga bias, kailangan silang i-train para mas maging aware sila na matutunan paano i-stop or paano ihinto na ma-influensyahan ang kanilang decision based on their automatic preferences. Kumbaga kailangan matrain ng maayos etong mga recruitment staff. Kailangan turuan sila na kapag nagsi-screening sila or nag-i-interview sila, they need to pause. They need to think carefully before making any judgments about people. Sa amin po, hire lang ng hire at nagsisi sa gi-hire. Di ba, iba yung mga experiences natin, no? Let's give a scenario about this. Kunyari, a company will invest a talent development or training session sa kanilang mga recruiters, no? So, syempre magha-hire, 'di ba? This is part of staffing, no? Magha-hire ang company ng resource speaker to talk about this particular discussion sa training nila. So dapat matutunan ng mga recruiters yung different types of biases like gender bias, sa race, no, ethnicity, at kailangan matutunan ng mga recruiters na kung paano nagkakaroon ng impact sa hiring decision yung mga biases nila. So dapat ititrain din ang mga recruiters kung paano i-counteract yung mga biases. Dapat turuan sila kung paano magkaroon ng structured interview questions. Kumbaga parang yung interview questions is hindi lang dapat random na tinatanong, dapat structured, pattern, guided. Tapos dapat yung mga questions na itatanong sa screening, sa interview, nakafocus sa specific job related lang na mga criteria. Huwag masyadong mag-focus sa characteristics. Although attitude is a consideration in terms of looking for the right people. Pero dapat yung mga tanong mo will not affect your decision, like the gender, the age, the culture, the ethnicity, and so on. So kailangan i-train. Kaya kung merong mga negosyante dito or may plano, may future employers here, kapag meron kayong HR department at merong recruitment team, kailangan silang i-train on how to recognize and mitigate biases pagdating sa recruitment. Now, the third for that particular subtopic is yung pag-implement ng blind recruitment technique. So obviously, kapag sinabi nating blind recruitment, you are going to hide certain information on the job application para maiwasan na magkaroon ng bias, especially the personal information. So meaning kung magre-review, magkaroon na kayo ng screening, huwag ninyong tignan ang gender niya, ang age niya, yung location niya. Huwag nyo ring tignan yung mukha niya. Kasi baka kapag not pleasing, or sabihin na lang natin, kunyari, hindi kagandahan, hindi kagapuhan, minsan di ba naapektuhan din yon? Halimbawa, medyo hindi ka gwapo, hindi ka maganda, so minsan nagkakaroon ng bias yung mga recruitment na wag natin i-hire kasi pangit siya, something like that, no? Discrimination talaga yun, discrimination. So that's why, kailangan mong i-hide yung ibang mga information, like personal information. That's what we call blind recruitment. Kawawa nga sila, no? So kaya ang focus lang ng blind recruitment doon sa qualification, doon sa mga skills, no? Hindi dapat ma-influensyahan ang decision mo with the name of the applicant, with the gender, with the background, with the physical appearance, and so on. Hiring qualifications are criteria set for all types of individuals regardless of ethnicity, geography, and language background. So let's give an example, a scenario. Like a company decides to implement a blind recruitment for its hiring process. So ang gagawin ng company, ang gagawin nyo, tanggalin nyo ang pangalan. Tanggalin nyo ang mga gender pronouns. No? Or other, other identifying information from the resume. Bago kayo mag-review, tanggalin nyo yon. So that's why ang mga recruiters mag-focus lang sa qualifications and experiences. So on this particular technique, yung blind recruitment, they can evaluate candidates because of the suitability for the job without having some unconscious biases. Kaya pag may blind recruitment technique ang isang company, it will ensure a fairer and more objective na hiring process. Okay? Now, this will be the last subtopic for topic number 2. So okay na tayo doon sa unconscious bias in hiring, ha. Next one is yung tinatawag nating diversity metrics and accountability. Okay. So under this discussion, so pag-uusapan natin yung I am going to share some inputs about establishing diversity goals and metrics. Kailangan natin ng data, di ba, for recruitment, tracking diversity metrics throughout the hiring process, and holding recruiters and hiring managers accountable for diversity outcomes. Sa amin, hire ng hire, tapos di daw siya magbibase sa accomplishment, kundi sa attitude, ang ending tambak trabaho. Kaya palaging sinasabi na kapag empleyado ka daw, tapos dalawa lang ang pwedeng mangyari, no? Kasi, di ba, gusto mong ma-promote, gusto mong magkaroon ng promotion, kaya you are showing, you are delivering the employer's expectations, no? Kumbaga, you are exceeding the client's expectation or the employer's expectation. Kaya ano ka, grabe, ang sipag-sipag mong trabaho para ma-promote ka. Ang ending, dahil masipag ang magtrabaho, hindi ka na-promote. Ang na-promote, yung dami ng task mo. Kasi kung sino yung magaling sa workplace, sa kanya sa kanya ibibigay ang responsibility. Kunyari, magaling kang mag-organize ng mga events. For sure, kada Christmas party, team building, quarterly gathering, ikaw na yung ipapa-organize niyan. Kasi nakitaan ka ng potential for that. Okay, so ito yung tatlong i-discuss natin. And let's start with establishing diversity goals and metrics for recruitment. So kailangan yung mag-set ng KPI or Key Performance Indicator. Kasi if you are going to set goals and metrics for recruitment, it means that you are going to decide based on targets, no? Especially on how diverse you want your workforce to be in terms of creating ways, no, to measure the progress of the business success. Kaya dapat meron kayong, number one, objective or mag-set ng goals. In setting up your goal, always follow the SMART formula: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bounded. Kunyari, we'll give a scenario. A company decide na, kumbaga, yung workforce niya, kumbaga, the company decided na yung workforce is ma-reflect ang diversity of the community it serves. So, kumbaga, parang magbe-base siya kung saan siya located or yung community na tina-target niya. So if the company decided na gusto niya, ang workforce niya is ma-reflect yung diversity ng community na siniserve niya, so magkakaroon kayo ng goal. So the company will set goal, like for example, ang community na siniserve ang social capital ng company is all about helping women. So pwede kayong mag-set ng goal, like for example, increasing the percentage of women in leadership position, ganyan. Or dapat magsiset kayo ng goal na magkakaroon ng increase ang hiring of people from other socio-economic background. So yung mga example ng goals na yan will give the company a clear direction. And kapag may goal, di ba, you know already what to work. Ano yung kailangan mong gawin. So that's why you need to set goals. Kumbaga, ilang babaeng leaders, ganyan. Kunyari, ang goal ng company, magkaroon ng 5 babaeng leaders in the company. So kung 4 pa lang ang team leaders na mga babae, so you need to look for another female na maging leader para 5. Goal met ka na nun. Sa government backer system ang labanan, correct. That's still applicable or under the table. Second one is tracking diversity metrics throughout the hiring process. So syempre, nag-set ka man ng goals, nag-set ka man ng metrics, so kailangan mong i-monitor. Are you on the right track? No? So that's why tracking diversity metrics, tracking or monitoring your diversity goals, it means that you are keeping an eye on how diverse your pool of job applicants. How diverse yung mga i-interviewin mo. And of course, how diverse yung i-hire mo. Kung baga, if you are tracking diversity metrics while you are hiring potential candidates, it's actually like checking, no? You are checking if you're using all the criteria that you planned in terms of hiring employees. Kumbaga, parang ang analogy nito, kung ikaw ay isang pintor, magpipaint ka, no? Pag magpipaint ka, tapos eto yung mga available colors, if you want diversity in your painting, gagamitin mo lahat ng available colors at maging present sa painting na yon. That's an analogy that I can give. So, kailangan i-monitor. Kailangan i-track. And the last one, and thank you for extending your time with me, no? The third one is holding recruiters and hiring managers accountable for diversity outcomes. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Sila yung magiging responsible person. Si hiring manager or recruitment staff, sila yung mga responsible individuals para ma-meet ang goals and metrics. Sila ang responsible na mag-take ng action. Di ba nag-set na ang employer? Sabi ng employer, eto ang ating recruitment goal. Eto ang ating recruitment metrics in terms of a diversified workforce. So i-assign niya yan or i-delegate niya yan sa hiring manager or sa recruitment staff. And it is now the responsibility of the manager and the staff na ma-achieve ang goals and metrics na yon. Kasi kung hindi nila ma-achieve, magagalit si employer. Kung hindi nila ma-achieve yun, there is something wrong with the process. It's like making sure that everyone is involved in the process. Okay, so accountable. Bibigyan ng accountability ang recruiters and hiring managers about the outcome of the recruitment process. So in summary, if you are going to establish a diversity goals and metrics, isa lang ibig sabihin yan. Pag naka-establish kayo ng goals and metrics, it will track, it will help you monitor progress, no? It will help you, kumbaga it can help the hiring managers na maging accountable sila. And of course, if you are going to set goals and metrics, isa lang ang magiging outcome niyan. Magiging successful ang recruitment process. Okay? So, that's it guys, no? I will end my discussion with that. So I hope now with the period of time that I shared my insights, independent insights and personal experiences about talent acquisition, magamit niyo yan someday, especially to those who are planning to be an HR professional. Kasama po ba sa recruitment ang marketing planning? Actually, ang recruitment or ang HR department will work closely with the marketing team or the HR team will work closely with the marketing team. Si marketing pa rin ang in charge of planning. For example, ang sabi ng HR, particularly ng recruitment team, kunyari nag-suggest ang recruitment team na mag-advertise sa Facebook. Syempre, wala yan silang hindi ganun ka enough ang knowledge and skills nila in terms of advertising and marketing. So kaya ang gagawa nun, si marketing team pa rin. So gagawa ngayon si marketing team ng marketing plan in terms of the recruitment. So they are going to brainstorm. They are going to work closely together. Sa'yo binigay. Well, actually pwede rin naman. Kasi may mga basic marketing plans din naman na pwede ninyong gawin, especially if the marketing strategy that you are planning is not or will not require technical knowledge like Facebook ads. Pero if you are the recruitment staff, tapos gusto ninyong mag-marketing by creating your own Facebook page. So for example, the business name is Knights of Online Marketers. Tapos pwede kayong gumawa ng separate Facebook page na pwede ninyong pangalanan na something like careers at Careers at Nights of Online Marketers. So yung mga marketing strategies na gagawin ng sourcing team, ng recruitment team, doon na ipopost. So all post on that particular Facebook page, mga HR-related na mga activities. Halimbawa, merong nag-birthday na empleyado, so doon ipopost. Ganon. Doon siya i-greet sa careers na Facebook page. Kasi ang official Facebook page, ang target kasi niyan to get clients. Ang HR-related na Facebook page, ang target niya naman to get applicants. Okay? So kaya pwede kayong mag-create ng 2 separate Facebook pages. Tapos doon kayo mag-implement ng mga basic marketing plan ninyo. Kung hindi naman nagre-require ng technical knowledge like Facebook advertisement, pwedeng si HR staff na ang mag-create niyan. Okay, so I am now going to comment the attendance sheet, no? And while I am looking for the link of that particular sheet, you can actually ask questions if you have. So, na-chat ko na sa Zoom. So, to those who are watching via Zoom, check the chat box and andyan yung ating attendance sheet. Dito naman sa ating Facebook Live, I am also going to comment. So, just wait lang muna for me to look and trace the live session na meron tayo. May I ask po if possible po ba na mag-issue po kayo ng certificate on your previous seminar? Yes, pwede. Sa mga gustong makakuha ng certificates from our previous webinars, all you need to do is watch first the recorded webinars sa aming Facebook page. Tapos mag-send na lang kayo ng message that you are already done watching the recorded webinar para ma-process natin ang inyong certificate. Especially if you are looking for HR-related, marketing-related, meron kaming mga recorded webinars for that. So that's the reason kung bakit din kami nag-Facebook Live para automatically the moment na mag-end ang session, it is still recorded. Because this is actually free. The webinar is free. Walang registration. Yung binayad nyo kasi is for the certificate because this is a webinar na ino-offer namin na free pero wala kasing certificate yun. Kaya anyone can participate for free and it's up to that participant kung mag-avail ba siya ng certificate or hindi. So kung hindi siya mag-avail kasi gusto niya lang maka-learn, pwede din. Walang babayaran kahit piso. Pero doon sa mga mag-avail ng certificate, may bayad naman. Okay guys, so I already posted on both platforms. Nasa Facebook Live, kung hindi ma-click, if in case lang na hindi clickable ang sa Facebook Live, kasi minsan yan yung comment na nare-receive ko, hindi daw clickable yung link na kinoment, o just like may nag-comment, no? So all you need to do is just to copy na lang, to copy and paste na lang the link on your browser. So copy and paste the link. I believe, wait lang, parang alam ko na ngayon kung bakit hindi pala siya clickable sa Facebook Live, no? It's maybe because ang nag-comment is my personal FB. So kumbaga parang hindi siya yung mismong Facebook page. Kaya siguro ganyan ang nangyayari, no? So I am now switching my account. I am now switching my account from my personal to my Facebook page, and I am now going to make use of my Facebook page to comment on the live. Kung hindi nga, sabi ko nga kanina, kung hindi siya maklik, all you need to do is to copy and paste. So you copy the link on the comment section and open it sa browser and then press enter. Kung sakaling hindi siya clickable. Pero try to click again the attendance sheet that I posted kasi this time ang ginamit ko Facebook page na baka maging clickable na siya. I-try ninyo. Okay guys, that's it guys for this session. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga nag-participate. Marami tayo sa registration, marami din ang nag-participate. Marami kaming gagawing certificate, so just bear with me no sa pag-issue ng mga certificates ninyo. So maraming salamat. I hope to see you again soon with our other scheduled webinars, especially for the month of February. I am also going to chat here sa chat box at sa ating live yung link ng aming mga schedules, especially for the month. So that's it, guys. I apologize kung nag-extend tayo ng 20 minutes for this webinar. Gusto ko lang kasing tapusin kasi sayang din naman kung hindi ko ma-discuss. So pwede na kayong mag-leave to those who wish to leave. See you again next time for our next scheduled webinars. Sa mga nasa Facebook Live din, pwede na rin kayong mag-leave after ng attendance sheet. So maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. So I will just play a video while others are still filling in the information required for the attendance sheet. So para hindi naman dead air at hindi naman boring, I will just play the last video before I will end the Facebook Live and Zoom conference. Goodbye everyone. Enjoy the day.
Let's all welcome Miss Piper Labwang. The road to success is not easy to navigate. Yan yung lagi kong sinasabi sa mga participants. But, number 1, with persistent hard work. Number 2, well-founded drive. And number 3, unwavering passion. It is very promising to achieve your dreams.
Things that you might be considering would be the cost. It's part of your capital outlay. Learning is always part of your capital outlay. Let me leave this thought to you right now. If education or improving is really expensive, please don't forget this. Try ignorance. You will never go from here.
Attending events like this is very important because you will continue to grow, you know. In a case like this, who among us are actually gaining more? The speaker sharing or you guys? You guys. So always attending mga events like this would really help you out.
Your future is created by what you do today. Not by tomorrow, not by yesterday. So as much as possible, work hard. It's not na parang magic siya, na parang pag once gawin mo siya, pag pumasok ka sa freelancing o naging entrepreneur ka, everything will be good. No, it has a lot of hard work.
Personally, I'm encouraging everyone. So you get the benefit of how other online e-commerce, Filipino e-commerce people are also earning.
I encourage you to use Payoneer because the savings, you get to go to Singapore. Click on refer a friend, and then when your friend earns $1,000 in Payoneer, both you and your friend get $25. Easy as that.
We connect 500 airports globally in 22 major hubs. So we serve more than 220 countries. There's only 12 countries that we don't serve. We serve North Korea. So baka lang may mag-order, kaya namin siya padala doon. Okay?